What's happening, guys? Welcome back to Ray Bear's Garage, and today we got another small engine warehouse repower kit. We have it laid out. It's not a ton of pieces. It's basically all the little bracketry, bolts, choke cable, muffler, and a 23 horse Vanguard. We've said it before that small engine warehouse is the second biggest Briggs dealer in America other than Briggs himself. So what we're going to be doing today is putting this kit on a John Deere Gator that is a 6x4, meaning 4 tires in the back, 2 in the front. So this is going to be a super quick swap. The last one we did was a John Deere 400 mower. They do other stuff than John Deere. It's just John Deere is probably the most popular. And these Gators are everywhere. Where farmers got them, motor blew up, and they just set them off to the side. So we got one that's in really good shape with no engine. We're going to slap this on it. We have the original pulley right here, which is a very weird pulley. I'm assuming this was made by John Deere. Like, this is not a comment, but it's a tapered shaft pulley. We did get a tapered shaft engine. So this is original pulley. We may swap out this belt. It looks like it's had a lot of life on it. It's probably the original belt. These usually, they dry rot before they wear, especially with this kind of power and RPMs. So we're gonna pull the bed off and we're gonna hand set this engine in there. They put studs, if you can see. It's just a bracket that bolts into place of the original engine. So it's as simple as setting the thing in there, putting the nuts on, sliding the belt on, hooking up the cables, and you're off to the races, baby. So let's get right into it. So now we have this electric, it's kind of like an actuator that lifts up the bed. It has some nuts that we can't really get to show you way up there.
Jeepers, mister, you're really strong.
Oh yeah, that's that change. All right, we're gonna install the pulley before setting this down in the chassis. Since it has no keyway, we just slide it on. We use the gold bolt with a lock washer, as well as this big plasma cut disc, and it's just an even larger washer for it. We can torque this down.
There it is. Bam.
So here's the harness that Small Engine Warehouse makes. Here's the factory wiring harness. Simply plugs right in. And there we have it. So it comes with this bracket here. So where this is an upper engine brace. So we have the bolt that's holding on the oil dipstick. And then if you look at the differential here, we have an ear with a open hole. So the kit does come with a bolt and a nylon lock nut. That's going to be for the differential. We're just going to pull this bolt out. This will set down in there and we can reuse that bolt. Make sure not to cross thread this one because it is in Illuminati. I'm going to loop the belt around the drive, which is the one on the engine, and we can rotate. So this belt is, in my opinion, way too long. This was the one that came with this John Deere. That thing is worn. So we're going to go in my belt hoard and see if we have one that will replace that, and then we can install that one. What this is going to do with the stretch belt is when you go take off, the belt has to close much more, so you're taking off at a higher gearing ratio, so it's going to launch into forward. It's not going to be a comfortable ride, so we're going to look through. This belt's super dry rotted too. I mean, it's worn. So unfortunately, this belt is way too worn out and long. I mean, that's crazy. You're only supposed to have an inch of deflection. We have about 7 inches. So this is a $55 belt on Amazon. It's a 6316 Gates belt. So we're just going to have to roll with it for today because we don't have another one that's that long. This is a pretty long belt. So we're just gonna button this back up. All right, belt guards installed. Other than that factory harness, the only wire we have to hook up is we have this hot right here that comes on the engine. So this hot with whatever engine they had on it is going to get removed, and we just replace that. And then it would be nice to add a engine ground if this one doesn't have it, and it does. So we're going to have to ground this somewheres to the block, probably right here under this. We can just ground that out right there. All right, now we can hook up the hot, and we'll move on to throttle, choke, as well as exhaust. Hook up the fuel line. It's as simple as that, folks. All right, so this has an electric fuel pump on it, but it's not needed with this engine because they recommend you to go with this pulse pump. Probably because I don't know the pressure on this, and I don't know what the needle and seat is on the carb. Because if you overpower the needle and seat, then you'll get fuel spitting out of the bottom of the carb on the overflow. And we're going to remove this fuel pump. We have the line bit off right there. It already has a fuel filter. We might change this out later because who knows how long it's been on there. It's as simple as that. It may have to prime a little bit when we first start it because, you know, this side of the lines are dry. So that's done, and we can remove this later. But it does have a factory hookup. If you for some reason wanted to use the pump, you could, but again, this is plenty for this engine. So we have this little C right here with a notch cut in it. That's for our eyelet on our throttle line. We're going to slide it down in this bracket, get it fed in there. I don't know where the adjustment will be right now, so we're just going to just lightly put it on there. You're going to use 2 7/16 to jam these nuts up against this bracket when you do get it where you need it. If we push the throttle a little bit, we can slide that eyelet in there. You can see that. So now nothing's tightened, but if we hit the throttle up here, you can see it moves that. This really needs to be adjusted once the engine is running. So jack up the rear end, start it up, and if it's idling too high, you can adjust this to let tension off of this. The governor will pull this back some, but since the engine isn't running, the governor's not doing nothing. So we're going to do this after the fact, and you can actually, but we're just going to leave it loose like that, and then this little cap closes off the end there to keep moisture from going in your cable and rusting it. So throttle's hooked up. Now we can move on to the choke. So if we look right here, we have the original choke. We're going to have to lean the seats forward, and we can unscrew this out, pull that whole choke out, and put the new one in. So we don't have to take this all the way out, but we do need to lean the seats forward. Look, the factory radiators in here where the original engine was air cooled or liquid. It might be easier to take the seats off also with just these 2 bolts, just because it'll allow this to slide forward. We don't have to remove this all the way. It's just getting it out of our way. Clutch dropping them, baby. Is it bad for it? I don't know. Clutch drop.
Breaks it loose every time.
Oh crap.
60% of the time it works every time.
Oh, well, that one comes out easy. Sorry, I'm not a John Deere mechanic.
You should
That'll
be
allow us to
sorry.
get in there. Okay. So you can't see it, but there's a nut on the back of this. We can go ahead and pull this choke out. Try balls. We can pull it out and get the new one slid in. So here all it was. So basically if you use a 1/2 inch on this and just stick your hand back in there and hold this, you can tighten the actual entire housing and hold the nut stagnant. And then you can get a wrench in there once you get closer. It looks like it's a 9/16 and hold it. So we're going to do the same thing with this one, but we're going to reuse. They got these 2 washers. One goes on the outside, one goes on the inside. Unravel this new cable. Watch your eyeballs because these things fling. couple of lock washers. What we're gonna do is pull the nut and lock washer off. Put the, ours already had these washers on it. You can add them. Looks like it's a 3/8 washer. That's gonna go on the front side. So now, let's feed that through. Then we have the large washer put on. Then we have a lock washer. And we have the nut. So this choke is different. You're gonna have to slide a wrench down in there and just slowly ratchet the back. It doesn't have the nut on the other side of it. So now that we have that choke ran, you gotta loosen this up quite a bit to get the housing under it. But first we have that Z-bend. The Z-bend slides down in that hole, and just like that. We loosen this enough so the cable will pass under it. Then we put the housing under it like so. Alright, so our choke is hooked up, our throttle's hooked up, but we haven't tightened it. Now we can, like put the choke out of the way, zip tight if we have to. And is that it? Muffler?
Muffler.
And that is it. Grab that muffler and the exhaust clamp. So the kit comes with this exhaust clamp. I'm just going to loosen these nuts. Whoop. I'm going to slide that on. Then you can slide the muffler on, and it has a bracket here that supports it. So filming takes way longer. This would have been an hour to under 2 hours to do this.
Go down too.
Now, if you was pulling off the original engine, you'd add an hour or so to that. But
It goes like that, I think.
yeah, so we'll tighten that hog up. Muffler is on.
Is there anything else? Now we just gotta put the bed back on, I think.
All right, so we're ready to do the first startup. So we first need to add the oil. We're using AMSOIL small engine oil. And AMSOIL makes a filter for this engine that I highly recommend getting when you do your first oil change. It's full synthetic filter, and if you use this oil, which is full synthetic as well, you can get 200 hours out of an oil change instead of 100 like standard oils claim. There we go. We'll put another half a quart or so, turn it over a little bit, then recheck it, and then give it a first start.
This thing's way too awkward to do that by yourself.
No.
Where are we doing as you go?
Alrighty, we got the 23 horse Vanguard installed. This is actually super quiet. I'm pretty surprised at how quiet this thing is. I mean, it's a pretty big muffler, but still, you don't want it loud, you know what I'm saying? I'll drive first, then we'll swap out. Remember, we do have that belt that's pretty loose. All right, which one? Down?
I went, yeah.
All right. Oh, that's smooth. I mean, I don't know why, but that belt being loose isn't affecting it that much. Let's go in the driveway. Yeah. See that belt, if it was grabbing where it's supposed to be, we'd be getting more top speed. But I mean, for a workhorse, this would be pretty good. We are flying, baby. I'd say while we're going 15, maybe. I'm gonna go down. We're gonna climb this hill, see how it does. Okay. This thing without a governor, it's smooth though. I mean, not too bad for a 6-wheel. Yeah. It's actually really smooth for no suspension. Like, doesn't bother me.
I think it's because these tires aren't that.
They're big balloon boys.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. There's a spider. It was a huge one.
No, I think that was just prey. That was a bee stuck in the well.
Alrighty. here we go.
Uphill.
I just got this GoPro nipple mounted too. Oh yeah. That's nice.
No problem whatsoever.
I like this thing. This thing is like ultra smooth. I am very impressed. If we ordered the $50 belt for this thing,
It'd be nice.
oh, it'd make a huge difference. But
it's
it's
already
smooth,
pretty nice,
yeah. Let's burn the road up.
Let's power no hands. Hey,
Sorry. Yeah, this is real nice.
6-wheel around.
It'd be sweet to build up this V-twin on this hog.
Yeah.
And oh, it needs a wheel. The
Oh,
lawnmower
yeah.
has it.
I thought it did, but that wasn't from the lawnmower.
Oh, I know where I want to go. Let's go. I bet it'd be hard to get this.
Bad turning radius for how long it is.
Yeah. It would be nice to get this thing. I would build a roll cage on it with a front window and some doors.
Yeah. Make it like a mule almost.
Yeah. This is a good like property clear. I think you can get plows for them.
That'd be sick.
We'd use it as a bobcat. This thing is real nice. I would have this over a golf cart any day.
Oh yeah.
I wish the hill, that's the brakes, just making that.
Oh, we got a tree down. Let's climb a tree branch. Or let's go around it like
Bunch of wimps.
oh, a berry.
Yeah, it's a berry. You gotta do some major cleanup back here. It actually wouldn't take that long. I'm gonna let her free roll. There we go, baby.
The hills don't seem to bog it down at all.
No, yeah, this thing does not bog.
This is a heavy thing.
Yeah. What you're in? Oh, another tree limb down.
Don't hit wherever that hole is. 'Cause
It's
that'll
over here?
hurt. Or hit it right on my side. We're right over it.
Let's check out the pond.
Yeah, look, what's in there?
Oh. Oh, it's a spider. I told you.
Oh,
it
it's
was.
eating something though.
That about hit me in the face. Oh, he dropped it.
Oh gosh.
He's prepared for the second meal.
He was, hey, the pond's holding water.
Do I back in it?
If you want.
Do you think so?
I think so. It ain't gonna get stuck. I have full faith this thing will pull itself.
All right, we're gonna back in the pond, see how she does. The brakes sound awful, but they work. Good over there?
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Just some sticks.
okay.
Alright, we're in it. We're in it now.
All right, so it's not deep. It's not deep.
It's way in the back.
All right, so how deep is it?
Not deep.
Going back on up?
Sure. We're in here now.
Oh yeah. You know, I mean, it ain't even spinning whatsoever yet.
Oh, now it is. Oh yeah. It's spinning now.
Dog. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you holding on?
Oh yeah. Nothing. It's nothing more.
I wish that little tree wasn't there.
You can probably pull it. Try it anyways. You might be able to get around it.
Think so?
You got enough width. I think you can. Oh, it ain't going. Too much weight. This thing is heavy.
Yeah. But hey, it goes real now. So this would never hold water until we did that donut video, like where we came down in here.
Yeah,
And
broke it all up.
Yeah, it'll hold water up until a certain point, but I think the trees are sucking dry. What about up there?
Try it.
Ready?
Yeah. Nope. Uh-oh. You're good.
I think if we had more RPMs,
Yeah.
it would do it.
And if you didn't have to run over a small tree,
Yeah, do we need it one more time faster?
try it. I mean, we know now we can just roll back down.
You want to get up here?
Yeah, I do.
Yes, I do. Hold on to your old pooper.
All right, here we go. Oh, it's getting it. Oh, it's that tree. It's that tree that stops it.
It's got a fender broken over here, and it just throws it.
Uh-oh. We stuck on the tree? That was the nice thing about being in bed. I didn't get any.
Come on, man.
No.
Oh, yeah. Dude, this thing is freaking sick.
We're having fun.
Yeah. So I mowed this when you and Jagger went down in here with the mini box. Get around.
Shoot fire. Oh.
Ah.
So close.
We need to mow more. Oh, tire grabbed it. Drop a tree on her craniums. So we need to mow through there so we can get.
Brake sound.
Yeah, turn radius is good, but not good at the same time.
Well, not for back here. This thing was not designed to be going through trails.
We may be stuck.
Might be time to get the 999.
Might have to get a 999.
It ain't doing it. This side's not turning. This side's not turning. Can you lock it? There you go. Yeah. Oh,
We gotta climb the hill.
for sure.
Okay. All right. She has this one. Did we go down the hill again?
Yes.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
If we can get out of here. Oh yeah.
There's Spider. There's Cobb. Got a freaking whole field full of cobs back here. Dude, I would put a brush guard on this thing, a winch. Oh! Maybe a spleen protector.
Ah.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Alright, diff is locked. And punch. Oh, yeah!
It just goes right over.
We need to bring a little saw, trim all this junk up. Alright. You gotta hit it harder.
You gotta see if it would pull it slow.
Yeah, when the diff's locked, it pushes the front end a lot. Punch it. It just pops that wheelie. Yeah, with the diff lock, it goes. Yeah, it's not bad. I think the diff's still locked. I think it's unlocked. I just think it hasn't free. Like go in reverse,
Yeah,
and it'll unlock it all the way.
that's what it was.
See what it'll do from a dead dig. Dude, if we had the belt proper, it would be awesome, for sure.
I'm having a blast.
Yeah, that thing is funner than a buggy.
Let's do it, donuts.
Let's try it. You want to do it up here?
Nah, it won't do it.
Flip up the bed, let's see it. Hit the switches. That's nice. It may have a little bit of mud on it, but not bad. I mean, we tensioned up the chains too off camera. The chains was pretty loose. Tensioner wouldn't even hook up to one side, so we got that all done. I like this thing a lot. Like if we was doing a build on this, I would do a little roll cage with a roof and a front windshield and stuff. Little half doors, huh?
And a brush guard.
Yeah, and some harnesses to keep you from bouncing out of the thing. But I think it does have front suspension. But it would be sweet, yeah, do a brush guard.
Yeah,
and
that fender protects a lot. Look at the mud over here compared to that.
yeah, this side's pretty clean, and then this side is pretty covered. And under the bed's packed up a little bit. That diff lock makes it come alive. This thing is I forgot. As soon as we got down there, I was like, wait a minute, I bet we got diff lock. Because, I mean, why wouldn't this thing? It's a sick machine for sure. I would remove the governor, do billet rods and a high torque cam, and make that Vanguard
And then
freaking sing.
a belt that's not floppy.
Yeah, that belt's ultra loose. And that's hurting our top speed. But this is a huge success. What did this take us? We was filming it. It took us probably 2 hours.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't have. It should have been like an hour and a half. You could buy one of these. The kit's $2,200 around abouts, and this is filmed in 2024, so who knows what it'll be next year. It might be $7,000 with inflation. But to buy this machine, maybe you get it for $1,000 or so. Might be able to find it for $1,000 or so.
With no motor.
Yeah, have $3,000, maybe $3,500 in it. That'd be a sweet setup.
Especially for like a farm, this thing is a hawk.
That's what I want one for, is because this one's not ours actually. I want it to be ours, but this would be Becca's vehicle and ours. I'd take it through an off-road trail. I think it'd be fun bouncing around through there. But small engine warehouse, big win with the V-twin. Woo, we'll see you on the flippity flop.
In here.
It'd be cool if you put a suspension seat on it.